Parents are on edge after 3 recent incidents of a van pulling up next to children in the Milford area and asking them to get inside. Fortunately, the kids all said no, but now police are urging parents to talk with their kids about this. Our Sussex County Bureau Chief Evan Kozlov joins us now live from the Bureau. And Evan, there have been, what, 3 incidents in 2 weeks?
Right, Steve. It all started late last month with the first incident. A couple days later, the second. Now the third happened yesterday. All of this has parents pretty concerned. Outside of the Mispillion Elementary School, Mother Tiffany DeLauder says the recent announcement of a suspicious van targeting children is pretty troubling.
I just do everything that I can to try to make him aware of what to watch out for, and that's a shame. He's only 9 years old, and I feel at 9 years old he shouldn't have to have those concerns.
Now the first incident happened somewhere on this road, Statenville Road in Lincoln. A kid was waiting by a bus stop when a white van pulled up, and the driver asked him if he, quote, needed a ride. Luckily and fortunately, that child said no. But the incidents didn't stop there, occurring again a few days later here at the Milford Commons Shopping Center. Then this week on Wednesday, incident number 3 happened in the area by Lakeview Avenue and Hall Place. School Resource Officer Robert Maston says police won't stop until they find those responsible.
I can't fathom why anybody, would try to harm, children. It doesn't make sense. Why people would direct any energy towards doing that. Unfortunately, it's a reality, and it becomes our job to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Maston says that the vans in all 3 incidents were similar in both body and color. The first one was described as a 2003 white Ford Windstar, seen here in this picture provided by the Milford Police. A few days later, it was a similar white minivan, although this time described as a Dodge Caravan. Finally, van number 3 was described once again as a Ford Windstar, although this time the child said it was tan in color. At the Milford Commons, grandmother Kathy D. says more than anything else, this should be a wake-up call for all parents to talk to their kids.
It's terrible, and I think it's disgusting, and I think, what is the world coming to? These are our precious kids. This is the next generation. Please, let them grow up.
A message she hopes the suspects will hear in Milford. Important to mention that this is not necessarily the same suspect. In fact, the driver has been described very differently in each of the instances. The first was a 40-year-old man, second a 30-year-old man, and the last instance was described as a pair of women. Reporting from the Bureau, Evan Kozlov. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. From a man to a pair of women, so as they try and nail all of this stuff down. And here are some more details about each incident. The first happened on January 27th, again on Statenville Road in Lincoln. A man in his 40s asked a child whether he needed a driver. The second incident happened just days later on January 30th at the Milford Commons Shopping Center off of Route 113. The driver, who was described at that point to be in his 30s, asked a child to leave the car he was sitting in and get in his van. Finally, the last incident happened just yesterday. Just before 4 o'clock, a child was getting off a bus on Lakeview Avenue, and police say 2 women in a van asked that child to meet them down the road at Milford Middle School. Fortunately, in all of these cases, the children said no. We'll keep you posted as the search for suspects in that case continues.